If you want to see me create my first look using the I Love Jewel Tone Palette by Sephora, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. And I was just about to put this palette on my eyes for the first time today, and I decided that I would make it a first impressions video. I was not planning on filming. My hair is in a perilous bun, and I just decided to turn the camera on. That's the long and short of it. I have half my brushes out, I'm half organized, but we're going to try to do this. And I think I'm going to turn on a few more lights for you. There we go. I think that's better. Usually I have some incandescent lights behind the ring light, and I had not turned them on. So they are on for you now. I have the usual eyeshadow base and setting powder for my eyes as I do all the time. It's the NYX eyeshadow base in 03, and it's also the Smashbox Matte Exposure, a mixture of wheat and desert to set that NYX primer. Now I do want to go into this color here because it's kind of a light between mauve and gray, I guess, and I want to use that on the eyes. Now it's going to be a pretty simple look. I'll do both eyes at the same time, and let's just get into it. For anything else on my face, by the way, you can always find all the makeup I'm wearing in the description box, unless the description box is way too long, which will not be the case in this video. I'm going to use my fluffy brush from XOXO, which is a Canadian brand sold at Shoppers Drug Mart. And I'm just going to go in the crease, nice and easy. And on the brow bone, I have a very white bit here. It is a highlighter from the Estee Edit. Do you remember that defunct, those two magnetic palettes that were that would stick together? One was an eyeshadow palette, the other one a face palette. Well, the very icy highlighter from that palette is what I have on the brow bone. It's too bad that that palette didn't survive because I thought it was really neat. I'm just going to put a little bit on the outer lower lid, using the same brush because it's a very light color that's close to my skin tone. All right, that is kind of the base of the look. Now we're going to get into the colors, and I do want to use, for the most part, these three, but I'm going to go in with this one first on the in the outer crease and outer lid, and probably lower lash line as well. And for that shadow, I'm going to use this full coverage brush from Smashbox. Now that I remember that brush's name consistently, it was for a while there, I kept calling it the wrong thing. I really do love the Smashbox brushes, by the way. I did order another set of 5 because my beloved multitasker brush, which you'll see in a bit, is discontinued. And I managed to nab a set for a pretty darned good price, though I'm very concerned that it hasn't come to me yet. It's very strange. Okay, so far, you're not hearing me complain about the shadows, and I'm hoping you can see on camera that they're not hard to put on the eye at all. And of course, I have to say this shadow brush is really pretty awesome to put down color. I'm just doing a little cleanup here. And I think I'm going to go into the crease with a bit of a more tapered crease brush. So I'll just focus on the lid with this one. And on the lid, is it going to pack on? Okay. I was wondering if it was starting to get patchy, but I think I just blended out some of the color to nothingness. Okay. I'm going to go with the same brush, just the tip of the brush, and go on the lower lash line. Not really trying to go on the lower lid, just on the lower lash line. There we go. That looks all right. And on the other side, It doesn't look like a very deep color, but it does pack a punch after all. That's good. I've been into pretty deep colors lately, but I think it's just because it's winter. Mentioned that I was going to go for a more tapered crease brush, so I'm going to go back into that deep mauve and just get some more into the crease, but just to blend it out a little bit so that there are no harsh lines. How often do we hear that on YouTube? No harsh lines. But it's true. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to go back into this one and just get rid of the harsh edge there. And let's do the same on the other side with the crease brush. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. It could even be a shadow that would be almost like a one eyeshadow and done. Well, one eyeshadow, two eyeshadows. So these two could definitely complete a look. But now I want to go into the greens, and I think that greens and I really want to use these two colors. So I'm going to use this on the outer to center lid, and then this one on the inner to kind of center to 2/3 of the lid. So these two are the ones I'm going to use. And for that purpose, I'm going to use this one for this color. So let's do that now. And I might just leave it to the kind of center to almost the outside edge, but I think I might want to keep some of that plum color showing on the outside edge just for some depth, and I think that's going to look good. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to pick up the kick up and just intensify that color, and I might go in with my finger to just deepen it up a little bit more. I've got some on my finger, and oh yeah, there we go. It really brings out the shine. Okay, I like that. And just going to see if I can get a little bit more of that deep color on the very outside edge. It kind of blended away a little bit there. Okay, same thing on the other side then. Yeah, when I saw this eyeshadow palette, when it was on for $9 and went on even lower for $7 Canadian, I just could not understand why folks were not liking that color story. It's a beautiful color story, and unfortunately I think it's now it's sold out. But it was for the longest time $7 to $9. It was just a steal. I like it. I like it very much. I'm just going back into that crease brush. Just going to soften that up on both sides. And now I want to go in with my multitasker brush, my absolute favorite brush from Smashbox. If you can still find it, it's a good brush. No, a great brush. I use this brush in virtually every single one of my looks. And I've tried other brushes on the very inner lid, and this one is just, it's wonderful. Are there the names? No, I don't see any names on this palette, so I can't really give you any names, although 7 shadows I think we can keep track. And what I want to do is go back into this brush here and just go on my very inner, not lid, but space here to the brow bone. Okay, I don't like when there's nothing there. All right, continuing on with that beautiful jewel green. And that, I think, is going to be the last eyeshadow that I apply from this palette. And let's use the finger again. Oh, I almost did a boo-boo. Okay, I cleaned off my finger first. Now I can go into the green. That would have been ugly. Okay, and when it overlaps, it almost turns into a bit of a khaki over that burgundy color. I think it's pretty. It really blends one into the other. That is very pretty. Okay, let's get the other side done. Yeah, I am really liking that. That is very pretty. I am so happy I got this palette because I've talked about that on this channel a number of times about how I'm happy with this palette, but also how I do like to have 4 to 6 pan palettes, or I guess up to 8, but that I can take traveling, or that I can take if I'm going to be doing my makeup on the go. I have a habit of going into, when I work in an office, going into work quite early and doing my makeup there so I don't have to worry about getting stuck in traffic or whatever. I just get to the office early and take care of things there without feeling like I'm rushed. Okay, I really, really like this. I know I've said it, but I'm going to say it again. And I'm just going to add some color to this part of the lid to match the other side. And I think we are a match now. Did I take away too much of the deep color? No. I think I'm going to just add a tiny bit of that burgundy here because there seems to be more on the other side. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup on the eye and then show you everything else I'm going to put to finish the look. To put on to finish the look. Okay, here we go. I did put on the 0 liner on my upper waterline. It does make some people squeamish, so I decided to do it off camera today. For those it bothers, you're welcome. And next I want to put on a lip product because I just took off what I had on before filming, which was the Sephora Chestnut Cream gloss. And now I want to put on this Rimmel gloss that I have been raving about. It's the Lucy de Labra, but for some reason on the cap it says 260 My Eternity. But it is, hello. Why can my camera not focus? There we go. And but I'm telling you, it is Lucy de Labra. So you can see Lucy de Labra right there. I don't know why it has 2 names. I cannot figure that out. But I have it here. And it's a very pretty mauve. And I thought it would go very nicely with the look. Don't you love how easy gloss is to put on? Compared to lipstick and liquid lipstick, this is like the comfy slippers of the lip product category. That's it. Glosses are fantastic. All right, and we have to finish this look. I am going to attempt to use the KVD Vegan Beauty Trooper liner. And I say I'm going to attempt because it's getting pretty dry. And if it is dry, I will use a different liner. But I am trying to finish things up, and why would I not use them on camera as well? Okay, so that looks like it's going well right now. Good, okay. Okay, that was nice and easy. Let's see if I can do 2 for 2. Well, I messed up the wing, but apart from that, it looks okay. Okay, it's dry, but I'll fix that wing in a second. So let me just try that out. really hard to do one-handed. Now, I do want to use the, this is the Rockstar Liner from Urban Decay, and let me just do swatches of everything. Oh, it really matches my nail polish. Not on purpose. Just do a swatch of all three. Yeah, the KVD liner is getting pretty dry. So we've got Rockstar, which I'm about to apply. Come on, what is the focus problem? Okay, Rockstar, Zero, and KVD, Vegan Beauty's Trooper. Now I'm going to apply this one, as I said, Rockstar, and just on the lower waterline. Yeah, that finishes up the look quite nicely. Okay, that's nice. All I need to do now is put mascara on and setting spray. And for mascara, I have this Monsieur Big, and it is not the usual packaging. This is the festive holiday packaging from last year. What I did is I bought two of these, and I permitted myself to open the first one in September on my birthday. And I bought two because they were on a really good sale. And so I have one still for 2021, and I'm really happy about that because it is one of my absolute favorite mascaras. And to give myself the holiday packaging as a treat last year, I'm still grateful for that decision because I have been just enjoying the luxe nature of this product for quite a while now. And because of holiday sets and the fact that I got two mascaras in those sets, that was from Lancôme and Estée Lauder, I, for quite a while, was not using this one because I was doing a bunch of looks with holiday sets, and I'm so happy to be back to this glorious little tube. I don't tend to do my lower lashes because they are long enough as it is, and I don't want to look like I have spider eyes. And I really am liking this look. I hope you like it as well. I am going to go and put some setting spray on and give you my final thoughts. Okay, setting spray on. It is the Morphe, can you see it? It is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and this is the limited edition Pride packaging that came out in June. Usually it's a black bottle with white lettering. And what do I think of this little palette? I am quite enamored with it. I think that I would like to do an all matte look and see what that looks like, and I would also like to do a look with these two here because I went in with the colors that I tend to go to the most. And I think a orangey and plum look would look good as well. Probably the only one I wouldn't be all that attracted to is using these two alone. It's really nice. Even if it turns into a one eyeshadow look palette for me, meaning this look, I'm okay with it because it's the majority of the palette, right? Apart from these three, I'd be using all of this, and for $7, that is quite a steal. $7 and the equivalent of 4 pans, really, if you think 1, 2, 3, and this is the equivalent of 2. 5 pans for $7 is fantastic. And I really do like the packaging of it. Actually, this palette, even at the initial sale price of $9, I would absolutely have jumped on it. So yeah, very happy with it. There are a number of I Love palettes in this series. I do like the formula so far. I had no problems applying it. There was no patchiness as far as I know. They were pretty smooth. I think they look good, except of course I have some fallout, which is totally normal. And I just haven't brushed it away, but I put setting spray anyway. That's crazy. Yeah. It gets more than passing marks. I think this look is quite nice. And let me know what you think of this little what I think is a gem of a palette. But let me know. Do you think this is meh? Do you think it has promise? I would love to hear your thoughts as well, because we are different people, we have different needs, and we have different opinions. That's fine. With that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.